Hello and welcome to the first review on this channel. It took me quite some while to find one of these available in the internet because everywhere I looked was sold out or said it was out of stock. But finally I got one. It is the Hanwei Shashka. Well, came direct from the box. Didn't take a look at it, but yeah, I thought maybe I should spare you from the unboxing part. So let's look what's inside this nice sleeve here. There she is. The Hanwei Cossack Sabre, as it said. To be honest, I was looking for an antique one at first, and then especially for the 1881 model, and I found this one, and I found it very beautiful and pleasing, but I wasn't sure if this is a, let's say, accurate reproduction of an antique one or not, because the handle is not like those on the 1881 you can get there, and most of the antiques do have the hammer and sickle emblem and not the Tsar Nikolai II one here. But I dig in some research and I found a Shashka that was looking quite like this in an auction house, where it said that this one was a parade Shashka from 1910 or so, with the insignias. So there are also insignias on the blades, but I'll show you those later. Okay. So what I can tell is the scabbard is not as I expected made of leather, but more some kind of plastic or fiberglass. Not sure. Breast fittings, they look very nice with a ring. We do have rivets here that don't match the brass color, so this might be a down point. Got the ring. So a Shashka is worn upside down, more like a katana. Got here another one to fix a leather belt, so you can adjust the angle. Usually Shashka is worn on a belt, worn around your shoulder, not on your belt you got on around your waist. And it comes with a leather lace to fix it to your wrist, so you don't lose it, or if you do something and you lose grip, you won't lose the weapon. Okay, the mouthpiece there, the metal is pulled over the rim. For most people this is downside, but you draw the Shashka with the blade, with the edge upwards, so the contact to the mouthpiece over there is limited, quite limited. Okay. Got a good flex to it. Feels very wieldy. Very nice. So the balance seems to be very, very nice. The blade is tapering down, so from quite a thick back to the point, spear point, narrows down to the edge here. Very, very nice. It is not sharp, so they said it'd be sharp, but it's more like a butter knife sharpness, so I think even if I really try, I can't cut myself with this. So for a cutting test or so, I think I have to put an edge on it by myself. But what they did is there is no second bevel, so it blends pretty good. The whole blade blends into the edge, so, and only this part of the tip is, I guess, supposed to be sharp. I prefer it, so you can do cuts for the tip of the back. There's one long fuller down the blade. And it seems that they don't really match somehow. Yeah. Don't know if maybe they differ half a centimeter or so. The grip is not as beefy as I expected. From the pictures I've seen, this grip always seemed to be way bigger, way beefier, so I was pretty happy with that. I wasn't sure what the grip is made of, so on the store's website they say it's lacquered wood. In another forum that said it's plastic, and other people said they scratched the surface and underneath is wood. Which wood, I don't know. But it seems okay. Feels quite good in the hand. Might get slippery with the grease, with the oil here a little bit, but it's okay. The leather seems to be genuine leather. Not the highest quality, far from it. It's very dry. Probably something tanned with metals also. It smells a little bit. It doesn't have the typical leather smell. It smells more like very old people sitting somewhere in the corner of the house. So it's very, very nicely decorated. So you have the double-headed eagle on this part of the blade. You have the, I think it's called syllables of the Tsar, Nikolai II. And here you have also the N. Looks like an H in Latin letters, but in Russian Cyrillic it's the H. The N, sorry. So I'm really, really looking forward to try this, to cut with it. First I have to put a sharp edge on it, and then I think we'll see in the next video how it plays.
Now to some detail shots. Here we see the mouthpiece of the scabbard, which is quite loose, to be honest, so the saber was rattling inside there and it fell out very easily. So this is something I really have to fix, so I think I'll go to glue some leather strips inside left and right to create more friction. The thing with the brass going almost inside the scabbard isn't much of the deal, as I said. If you take a closer look to some fencing manuals of the 19th century and some of the 20th century, you see that the sabers are almost always drawn in an upright position to prevent the edge cutting into the rim of the scabbard. Next, some details to the blade. The tapering is done very well, so you start with the thickness of the bag with 7 millimeters that tapers down to the point, so very good distal taper. The point of balance is 16 centimeters, almost 16 centimeters, which is okay. It is a more blade heavy weapon. 1881 model is a mix of a Western saber and the Caucasian Shashka. So if you have in comparison some Western sabers, let's say Italian or English sabers, you have the guard, you have the hand protection there, which distributes more weight towards the hand. So the point of balance would be closer to the hand. This is, for me, this is not a real disadvantage for the Shashka, because the Shashka is mainly, the main purpose up to World War II was cavalry use, so it's a slasher, it's a cutter. A good all-rounder, let's say it like this. The point of percussion is with 50 centimeters, which is in the last third, so very well done. Here we can see the double-headed eagle, the emblem of the Russian Empire, which is not only etched, but it's chiseled inside the blade. Same is for the Tsar Nikolai II, the initials. Here to the handle, in comparison to the 1881 model, which has diagonal grooves in the handle. This one is lacquered wood with horizontal waves or grooves. The pommel is the most detailed thing on the whole piece. It's very well done. A lot of details went into it. And here we can see again the initials of the Tsar. With, I think these are olive branches, right and left, and a hammered background. One down part for the whole construction, in my opinion, is the pommel is not peened, it's threaded. And again, like with the scabbard, there the rivets were also the normal shiny metal thing. It just creates a contrast to the overall look, to the brass fittings. So here again we have the nice detailed, well done brass pommel, and there you got your metal. And yeah, it's grinded very rough, so I don't think this was done very lovely or with good eye to the detail, and you can't even fix it. So if this will loosen up somehow, you can't even try to tighten it or so. Hmm. Let's see how it will turn out in some weeks, months, or years. Thank you for listening to my first ever review and first YouTube video. I hope you like it. And if you want to learn more about the Shashka and its use and its history, just stay tuned. I'll provide you with more information and videos, and I hope I will improve with my language skills and my video cutting abilities. So thank you and see you. Bye.